Hello everybody, welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot. And this is going to be the daily message for February the 11th. I gotta say the energies are quite intense today. We are leading up to some very powerful energy shifts when it comes to that Mars-Venus conjunction next week alongside that Leo full moon. I think a lot of death energy, a lot of endings, a lot of surprise upheavals in order to get all of us as a collective to go deep within that core wound and to feed it love and to feed it healing. So let's see what kind of a message needs to come through for the collective today. Keep in mind, timing and energy is still fluid. This reading could play out today or over the next several days. This reading may or may not be for you, so please only take with you the messages that resonate and leave behind the rest. Also, this is a general collective message. It is not sign specific, although I will mention any zodiac signs that I feel need mentioning throughout the reading. If you have not already done so, do feel free to hit that subscribe button below. And let's jump in and see what kind of a message needs to come through today for the collective. Oh, okay. Chakra balancing and soul awakening. So I think you might want to tune up your chakras. You might want to, maximize the energy flow because I kind of feel some Kundalini activation when it comes to an awakening, when it comes to some sacred knowledge around your soul's consciousness, when it comes to your soul's identity, because I think somebody here is part of this massive global awakening. So I think get ready for a shocking epiphany or an awakening of some sort. They're showing me the judgment card. So I think it's kind of time to make that final judgment call when it comes to the energies today. And I think somebody is in a very tough, sticky situation. And you're really needing to listen to that guidance from spirit. Somebody here is being nudged to walk a different timeline. So let's see what else needs to come through for the collective today. Find your tribe. Somebody here, I think, is, in a social structure or in a relationship that's really not part of their destined path moving forward. So I think you might need to recognize people, places, and things that have been keeping you stuck, stagnant, and depleted, and to seek out those soulful friendships, those soulful partnerships that are really going to contribute to your growth, your evolution, and your expansion. I think you might want to get grounded and spend some time in nature. The energies are quite intense. We have a lot of solar flare activity going on. A lot of light code activations have been getting downloaded. And, we kind of need to ground those energies with the earth. So I think get ready to purge and cleanse. There's elements in your life that can no longer remain. So if you don't consciously choose to remove these negative people, places, or things, get ready for the universe to kind of come in with that tower to get you to purge these elements, because something can't remain when it comes to you stepping into the next leg of your journey. I think the energy, there's that soul awakening. So the energy really is saying somebody here is tapping into this heightened sensitivity, this heightened intuitive sensitivity when it comes to this awakening journey. And when we do tap into those energies, sometimes it comes in very quickly, very chaotically, and it's hard to kind of shift through everything that's kind of happening. So that's why I think you really need to get grounded in the energies today, because I think there's this purging process. I feel tower coming. I'll be surprised if it doesn't come out with the tarot. But somebody here has been complacent. Somebody here needs to recognize why they've not taken action in a new direction. Why are you playing into this stagnancy? Because there is a need to step out of a toxic situation and to release any fear about taking that leap of faith, because it is about seeking the truth, seeking answers. I'm being shown the number 7, which is the number of the spiritual mystic. It is about seeking that spiritual truth, seeking that knowledge. And I feel, learning a major lesson. So unconditional love is in focus today. So what do you need to release that's really prevented you from having that loving experience that you've been craving? I think unconditional healthy love wants you, but you got to release some elements in your life that have been holding you back from embracing this energy. I think whatever situation you are involved with, this is part of your evolution. I think a major lesson being learned when it comes to this evolution, this human experience. There's a gift behind the takedown. There always is. There's always something better on the other side of any ending. So Something needs to be released. Somebody needs to really surrender, release control, because the universe needs to do its job, and it can't do its job when you're gripping to control. So I think get ready to face some major life challenges ahead. Life is always a constant change. And, you know, when it comes to the chakra energy too, we're always in constant motion. So we got to stay in constant motion, or we're going to get stuck and stagnant when it comes to these cycles. So whatever change, whatever challenge is going to be coming up, it really is an opportunity for growth. So allow the divine to, you know, take shape in your life and to embrace this change for your evolution, because I think divine timing is now. I don't think you've got any passion left wherever you're at, wherever you're stuck at, and it's kind of time to follow what speaks to your heart. So where is your heart asking you to go? What is going to help you lift your mood? What do you got to do to get rid of all of these people that have been keeping you stuck and stagnant, that really aren't contributing to your growth, but feeding those comfort zones and feeding those patterns that are needing to be released? So I kind of think it's kind of time to seek out love, because healthy love is seeking you too. And with all endings comes that revealing of past trauma and past wounds. So maybe it's time to feel this at the core in order to release the negative impact that it's had on your life. Because when we can identify these negative patterns, that's when we can really step into healing and releasing and honoring our relationship to self. So let's see what else needs to come through. I think somebody's in the eye of the storm, and it is about, you know, setting those pure intentions moving forward. So I kind of feel somebody's being shown the pathway forward. And there is a lot of ancient Akashic wisdom coming in when it comes to the guidance from spirit. So I feel a lot of ley lines are also being activated in the energies. The energies are very, very intense. So let's see what else needs to come through for the collective today. Beginner's mindset, 21. So it is about closing out that cycle. And if you've been playing into fear of not having enough, not having that financial security, I think you have nothing to worry about, because you're going to have an overwhelm of plenty coming your way, because really we're tapping into these limitless possibilities. We are children of the cosmos. We can manifest our own reality. So I think get ready for a shift in consciousness, going deep within these hidden treasures that have been locked within your soul. We all have gifts. We all have a talent. What do you need to bring forward when it comes to manifesting abundance? There's those obstacles. You definitely got a challenge ahead. There's a wall between you and what it is that you've been manifesting. So I think get ready for some light to be shed on these obstacles that you're needing to overcome, because it's needing to embrace that fool's journey, that beginner's mindset, going deep within the shadows, because the abundance truly does lie within these shadows. So I think somebody here's got a mask on. Somebody here needs to figure out who their authentic self is, you know, without all the labels, without all the programming, without all the judgment. Let's read into this many masks. You know, we all wear many, many masks. We all play different roles in our life, you know, mother, sister, daughter. But who are you without those labels, I think, is a big question. Yeah, I think the energy really is bringing forward this shift when it comes to discovering your authentic self. So, you know, when we're in our authentic presence, we don't feel constrained, we don't feel blocked, and then we also release expectations when it comes to everything in our life. So I think get ready to strip away the mask. Get ready to discover who you are beyond this mask, beyond any labels, because there's this new self that's emerging in the energies. And as your perception changes, that's when you start to adopt a new way of being. So I think it's really important to experiment with these energies, to experience the world with your authentic expression. And to do this, we kind of got to be fluid. We got to tap into this curiosity when it comes to seeking, when it comes to sacred knowledge, when it comes to embracing being a student on the spiritual journey, searching for that deeper meaning. You know, masks are not inherently always bad. Masks can help us provide structure, when it comes to our personalities, our soul expressions. You know, what you present yourself in one situation, you might not be that same person in another situation. You know, we don't always have to be so fixed either when it comes to our permanent face that we put out there. So, you know, we are human beings. We are living human beings with a multitude of faces, a multitude of facets, a lot of experiences we've gone through, which really have shaped the vibrancy of our authenticity. So I think it's about releasing the conditioned parts of yourself that tell you that you kind of need to fit into this programmed box of society. It's kind of releasing any confines of what has been expected of you is kind of a big message. So, you know, your true authentic essence will never ever change forms, but how you resonate in different structures may shift. But who you are at the core never ever truly changes. So I think it's about embracing, expressing yourself differently, no matter what optional self is coming up to be presented. So I think exploring all of these facets of who you are, integrating them into this purest expression of self. And that's when you're really able to tap into these limitless possibilities and to kind of open up to your fullest potential. So I think get ready to move beyond any barriers that society or your parents or your teachers have set on you, and to kind of step into your own personal magic. So let's keep going. Willing release. What do you need to release in order to have your wishes granted? Because somebody here's prayed for something. Somebody here has made that wish. You know, even the dandelion, that's like a make-a-wish, you know. So what have you wished for? And what do you need to release? That's an illusion in order to have this wish come forward. So I think a willing release will allow you to have that inner light shine through when it comes to tapping into your authenticity. And that's where those true roots of abundance lie, is in your authentic self-expression. So come back into alignment with your body and your soul. I feel big changes on the horizon as you kind of tap into this eternal inner light. Somebody here has prayed for something and wished for something. And I think somebody here is really stepping into their power, stepping into their purpose, allowing the fates to kind of turn them forward. I think somebody's got their wheels grinding in their head right now when it comes to maybe a decision, when it comes to putting in permanent roots somewhere within a foundation, within a relationship. So I kind of think you might need to get in alignment with your mind and your body. There's definitely a sacred connection here, an eternal connection where the two of you hold each other's key to the heart. There's definitely a cycle closing out, and something is about to bear fruit. So I think get ready for a grand symphony today. I think something is coming to fruition. Ooh, maybe there's going to be a tower. Everything that happens is for a reason. So get ready for an unexpected tower, an unexpected shakeup. That was interesting. Maybe it's time to surrender to self-love. I do feel somebody's been manifesting a spiritual partnership, but there's something that needs to fall away. Somebody's not been listening to their intuition. I think self-discipline is needed in order for this manifestation of karmic completion to come full circle. But let's keep going, guys, and see what else needs to come through with the numerology deck. Love will persevere. It's about love. And with the throat energy coming through, we got love partnership, we got pride, creativity, and perseverance. And bottom of the deck, leadership. Wow. So maybe this is about a spiritual union where the two of you are stepping into leadership. Where do you need to take hold of your own life? Take the lead when it comes to manifesting your destiny. I think somebody here needs to access some compassion, some humility before stepping into this abundant new beginning. I think somebody here, you know, has played into their pride, their ego, which has really stifled their creative aspects, because, you know, we always persevere through challenges through the heart. Pardon me, my throat chakra has been acting up quite a bit. There's definitely a love partnership here. Love, but somebody needs to speak something into existence. 626. So this is an 8. I do feel something needing to come back around to be addressed in order to restore some balance. I also feel somebody here has been playing into their ego, playing into pride, which really has prevented them from stepping into this benevolent leadership energy. So what else do we need to be aware of? Commitment. Commitment is in focus. So when you dedicate yourself to your authenticity, when you dedicate yourself to your beliefs wholeheartedly with those pure intentions, that's when you really know that love is the essence of your very being. So I think somebody stepping into their humanitarian mission and their own individuality, but we will see what else needs to come through. Discernment. Somebody definitely needs to develop and to distinguish love from fear. We have 2 choices, love and fear. So where are you needing to master your discernment skills in order to shatter any illusions and to kind of step into some truth? Because there is a union here, and I feel a lot of integration when it comes to the past, stepping into the present, and stepping into unity consciousness. So it is only through the power of love that we can release these stagnant situations, these stagnant energies, and it is through self-love that you can transform these energies in your heart space. So you need to live in the moment, get in the now moment, stay in the present moment in order to bring forth these energies, to release these current circumstances that really aren't serving you. So where you need to where are you needing to demonstrate compassion? Learn that language of your heart. I think somebody needs to reprioritize their goals moving forward and to really actively share openly without any expectations. So I think there's going to be a paramount event in the energies today in order for somebody to reprioritize their goals. And definitely forgiveness is going to be needed. I think a heart activation in order to finally release all of these past hurts, in order to really tap into some new creative, innovative ideas. There's going to be a lot of illumination, and there's going to be this cause and effect coming through. I do think a false foundation is crumbling in the energies, to be honest. So I think sacred action, decisive focus, gathering of blessings. Something is about to come to fruition. Something is about to get grounded. So if you've planted a new idea, if you've planted those seeds, there's going to be a lot of clarity coming forward. That you know, rising above the fray, that bird's eye view. Somebody's been planning something here and releasing illusions, and there is a miracle around the corner. But, you know, in order for those manifestations to come through, we kind of have to take that sacred action towards what it is that we desire. So I think healing the heart, the power of self-love will allow you to find that decisive focus in order to take that sacred action forward. So what else does the collective need to be aware of when it comes to these energies, please? Just the one energy. The garden, paradise. So we all have the ability to manifest our own heaven on earth, to go back to that state of innocence when it comes to the Garden of Eden. So I think there's a lot of telepathy coming through when it comes to a sacred connection. Somebody is stepping into mastery. I think there's a lot of light code transmissions coming in, a lot of higher divine communication coming in through the crown, and we receive that perception in our heart chakra. So in order to, you know, shatter those illusions, we kind of have to open up that life force energy within our heart, take back our personal power. I do think there's going to be some conflicting energies today, some hostilities, so do get ready to need to defend yourself as kind of something is illuminated. There's that heart chakra awakening, unlocking those treasures. Somebody might need to retreat and recharge and to trust in this awakening, because a lot of dharma is unfolding as a major karmic release takes place when it comes to healing family lineage, karmic boundaries. There's definitely the end of a tough cycle approaching, and with all endings do come that new beginning. So tell me more, please, about these energies. The angels are with you. You are definitely safe and protected as you go through this stage of mastering cosmic manifesting. So There's this cosmic reordering taking place in the energies, I feel. There's without a doubt a higher heart chakra awakening, and somebody needs to trust. There is a lot of angelic protection. You are divinely protected and safe as you go through this activation. So somebody needs to activate that throat chakra. Where are you needing to speak that truth? Honor your truth. Find your authentic expression. Find your authentic voice, because I think a lot of truth is coming forward in the energies in order to kind of recharge and to go towards what's truly calling you on the heart. So let's jump in with some tarot and see what else needs to come through. Oh my God, death, scorpionic energy, truth, brand new beginning. Are you ready? Are you ready to learn something new? Because you've manifested a brand new beginning, but you might have to start at that rock bottom. You might have to start at that ground zero, because it's kind of time to shed all of these vices, everything that's not working. I feel a major death of the ego, going into the depths of the underworld, you know, shedding those old layers, those old skins that no longer serve your authentic expression. I feel somebody's been once bitten, twice shy, and there's a lot of truth when it comes to, a brand new beginning. Yeah, Page of Cups. So get out of that mental mind prison. Wherever you're at, you're not really stuck. You can break free at any point in time. There's a brand new opportunity here. Love and foundations are in focus. So I think somebody's going through profound life change and transformation in the energies. But let's keep going and see what else needs to come through with the tarot when it comes to these energies today. Seven of Swords, Palace of Wands, Four of Swords. So I kind of feel there's been some manipulation here. Somebody definitely has been planning, sneaking away for quite some time. I think there's been a layer of healing that's already taken place when it comes to this brand new, exciting, creative endeavor. But there's still something that needs to be healed and addressed when it comes to some lack of truth, when it comes to some lack of communication. You know, I think somebody's been at the crossroads for quite some time. Somebody's planned an escape for quite some time. And I think now is the time to take that bold first step forward. We've got this beautiful Queen of Wands energy, passionate, visionary leader. She's got fire in her belly. And I feel this life force activation is taking place. Aries, Leo, Sag, doesn't have to be. But somebody knows that they've manifested this new beginning, and somebody clearly sees the time is now to go forward, because there's passion here, there's abundance here. You might be facing a major battle today when it comes to this new beginning, but there's this life force activation that's taking place, and there's a lot of passion here. But don't let that ego deceive you. I think somebody's been all up in their head, and it's kind of time to move forward, to heal. So there's that tower. I gotta say it. It's not quite the tower, but we close off, we close the reading with the Palace of Coins reversed and the Five of Swords. So, yep, it's kind of time to heal the past, to step into the future. Releasing anything false. I feel somebody here is getting in the driver's seat and going in a new direction very quickly. Quite likely this Queen of Wands, because something has been activated in her, and I feel she's gone through healing. This heartbreak is healing, and there's a major ending because somebody's done with this manipulation. Maybe somebody, deceived themselves. They thought they was solid, stable, grounded, but there's really no passion, and it's kind of time to break free. So yeah, bottom of the deck, Five of Pentacles. I think somebody, has been not getting what it is that they deserve in a connection, feeling drained, emotionally bankrupt. And I think maybe it's time to lay down this long-standing burden, to strip down to the bare bones in order to move in a new direction towards your happily ever after. So let's see what this Seven of Swords is all about, because there's secrets here. There's manipulation. Yeah, there is. There's definitely something very toxic and codependent when it comes to a foundation. So I kind of feel somebody sneaking away from the devil, from addictive behaviors, from a codependent relationship, and going after a brand new beginning. Somebody's walking away from something toxic and going towards building a solid foundation for themselves. Yeah, they're walking away because they want their independence back. And I think this has been thought about for a long time. Somebody's been stuck at the crossroads for a very long time, you know, not knowing which way to go. I think it's kind of time to, you know, expand your horizons, bring yourself back into balance, and to birth that brand new life. I think it's kind of time to put that final nail in the coffin, to, you know, heal the wound at the core in order for this brand new beginning. So get ready to walk away. Something here isn't giving you satisfaction, and I think it's better off to be alone than to be somewhere where you're not being reciprocated, where it's toxic and codependent and likely draining. So I think somebody's getting ready to birth a brand new life, quite possibly that Empress energy, but you got to get grounded and stable first. You got to know your worth. You got to know your value. And I think somebody's breaking free from something very toxic. I was going to ask what this Four of Swords was about. And yeah, it's kind of time to do the work. When it comes to healing, it's kind of time to learn this lesson. You've not wanted to learn it. It's a cycle that's needing to come full circle. There's definitely a soulmate connection here. You're not on the same page. You don't see eye to eye. There's no unity. There's no harmony. So it's kind of time to do the deep healing work, to go within. Yeah, and honor your heart. Have faith. Have faith. You've not missed out on anything, but you got to close this cycle out first in order to step into that higher level of commitment. What is this Queen of Wands? Because I think she's the one getting in the driver's seat and going. Could be a Cancer energy. Yeah, she's birthing that brand new life. The energy is right to go in a new direction. Page of Coins again, Page of Cups. So I do feel a feminine here that's really been on the fence when it comes to going in a new direction. Quite possibly children could be involved, a mother. But I feel reaping that harvest is on the other side of this indecision. So open up your heart. Go in that new direction. Taurus, Libra. There is a brand new clean slate beginning here with a lot of truth, but you got to let something die away first. You got to embrace this ending first. So what is this life force activation all about? Ace of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, Page of Swords. Get ready to learn something new. I do feel the time is now for action. There's going to be a brand new fire ignited within you, igniting your passions, learning something new, digging a little bit deeper. Maybe you're going to have to deliver a message in order to get the ball moving forward. But I think there's a lot of memories. I think somebody here is coming into a lot of truth, a lot of revelation. I do feel children have been involved. Maybe somebody struggled releasing a connection because of the children. But I think a lot of illumination when it comes to the healing path and owning your own manifesting capabilities. Being willing to shed the old to bring in the new. Because wherever you've been at, you've been holding on to something that isn't working. And you've really prevented your Ten of Cups from coming forward. So there's fated, destined change. And this is positive change for the future. So I think get ready to heal some past patterns that could go all the way back to childhood when it comes to this movement forward. What is this Chariot about, please? Five of Wands, Ace of Cups, Six of Swords. There's been a battle. Somebody's really struggled with making this decision. I think you know in your heart of hearts there's a brand new beginning in love here, but you gotta move. I think somebody needs to pack up and move homes. Somebody needs to really communicate this. And I feel when Mercury enters into Aquarius on the 14th, there's going to be a power struggle. There's going to be a major strict lesson coming up to be learned in order to release this struggle, in order to, you know, go towards that new beginning in love. So I think get ready for some communication when it comes to maybe a new adventure, when it comes to somebody saying, hey, I think I finally learned this lesson. It's time for me to close out this cycle of betrayal, and it's time for me to go after what it is that I deserve. So let's clarify this. Three of Swords, Five of Swords reversed, Palace of Pentacles. There's those blocks. We get the Knight of Wands, the Five of Cups, and the Two of Swords. So I think somebody's been blocking this ending. I think there's been this grieving. I think neither of you are really committed. It's kind of time to face this. You know, maybe, you know, you've built a foundation purely for financial stability. Once again, I think it's time to honestly communicate with one another in order to remove these blocks. You might have all the money in the world, but are you happy or are you emotionally bankrupt on the inside? Because I kind of feel victory is in finding your strength to walk away and block communication. So what are you needing to block communication from? Because if you don't do it, the tower's going to come in and wipe the slate clean. I do feel emotionally bankrupt. Somebody here might even be struggling financially. I think somebody's about to walk away from something very toxic, very painful. There's been deception. Maybe there's been cheating. The Knight of Wands could represent cheating, in and out, passion. I think although it looks great on the outside, on the inside, somebody's been struggling and somebody needs to release some pride and some ego. Maybe somebody has stayed for victory at any cost, but I think the universe is saying, get ready, because you're going to have to build from ground zero. This cannot stand. It's really time to lay down this burden is kind of what I'm feeling. So let's get a couple romance angels cards. Getting to know each other, forgiving and learning. This could be the one. Maybe you've already met the romantic partner you seek, and I think somebody's refused to release a toxic cycle because they've not had the money to do so. So I feel somebody's really used finances as an excuse to stay stuck and stagnant and not move forward. So financial issues are likely a block when it comes to this higher level of commitment. But get ready for a separation. If you're to go towards the one that you know is the one that you've likely already met this life, you're going to have to separate from a connection that's not working. So where have you been ignoring the red flags? Because the red flags have been cautioning you when it comes to separating from somebody in order for a reconciliation with the one. So what do you need to release? What do you need to separate from in order to step into this highest level of commitment? Because somebody here is ascending. Somebody here is stepping into these higher vibrations of unconditional love. Somebody from the past is returning, but can't return until you release this false foundation first. Maybe somebody needs some help, some financial help, needs some support, but there is a reconciliation here. And I think a lot of divine communication, a lot of signs, a lot of synchronicities. So what are you thinking when these signs appear? I think get rid of the illusion. Somebody's about to have their illusions shattered, and I think there's going to be some obstacles ahead, but you've got what it takes. Don't let money hold you back. Don't let that false sense of security hold you back from going after your heart's desire. What else needs to come through when it comes to messages from Spirit, please? There are obstacles ahead. You will get through this, and I think somebody's kind of stepping into their spiritual maturity, recognizing when a lesson has been learned and releasing. I do feel it's time to get rigorously honest with yourself. There's been self-deception. Maybe somebody hasn't wanted to face these obstacles. I think somebody's learning a valuable lesson about family, about support. And I think somebody's getting ready to try a different approach. I think you need to pay attention to your dreams. I think there's a lot of prophetic messages coming through in dream space, epiphanies. And somebody here definitely is getting ready to reach out. There's somebody here missing you. So purify your space. Break away from this toxic situation. Break away from people, places, and things that aren't serving this reconciliation and this higher level of commitment. Break away from everything that's not serving your highest good in order to reconnect with this soulmate in the heart space. I think get ready to figure out who's been deceiving you, because somebody's stuck in a foundation filled with deception, filled with a lot of struggle. And somebody here, I think, is just grateful for this spiritual connection, for the one that they know is meant for them. So I think somebody here is getting ready to come forward and to reconnect and to bring a lot of honesty forward. So where do you need to get rigorously honest? Because, you know, no matter how painful the truth is, and the truth hurts, It's so much better than feeding the lie. A lie hurts worse than the truth. So I think somebody here struggling. Somebody here definitely needs some help as they acknowledge and learn from the past once and for all. So that's kind of what I got for a message today, guys. I really hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a twin flame reading with me, please feel free to check out the description box below. And I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.